What if the most important 5 minutes of your entire week happened right here, right now, in the next few moments before today's matches kick off? What if the difference between walking away from today's card with something meaningful in your pocket and walking away with nothing came down entirely to whether or not you paid close enough attention to what the data, the form, the tactical blueprints, and the historical patterns were all screaming at anyone willing to listen? Because that is where we are right now. 5 matches. 4 of the most competitive domestic leagues in European football, all represented on a single card. The Premier League, the English Championship, the German Second Division, La Liga, and Serie A. 5 completely different atmospheres, 5 completely different sets of expectations, 5 completely different stories playing out across 5 different cities. And yet every single one of them, when you strip away the noise and apply the kind of rigorous thinking that separates serious analysis from casual guessing, points to a conclusion that is as logical as it is compelling. We have one of the most glamorous fixtures in English football taking place at Stamford Bridge, where 2 genuine title contenders meet in a match that could define the direction of the entire Premier League season. We have a fascinating championship encounter between 2 clubs whose stories could not be more different and yet whose meeting on the pitch promises to be genuinely absorbing. We have a Bundesliga Second Division fixture that carries enormous promotion implications. We have a La Liga clash between 2 clubs with proud European histories that are both trying to force their way into the upper reaches of the Spanish top flight. And we close in Italy with a Bologna side that has every reason to be full of confidence against an opponent they are expected to handle. Before a single ball is kicked today, do the one thing that costs you nothing and gives you everything. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, because 10 predictions go out every single day on this channel. Minimum 2 odds, maximum analysis. Built for people who take this seriously and expect the content they consume to take them seriously in return. Now let us get into the football. Match 1, Chelsea vs Manchester City. We open at Stamford Bridge, and we open with the kind of fixture that needs no introduction and deserves no exaggeration, because the reality of what this match represents is already extraordinary enough on its own. Chelsea and Manchester City in the Premier League is not just a football match. It is a collision of 2 of the wealthiest, most ambitious, most deeply resourced football projects in the history of the English game. 2 clubs that have spent the better part of the last 15 years redefining what success looks like in the Premier League, and 2 clubs that enter this specific fixture with very different recent narratives but identical levels of motivation. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge have been a difficult proposition for visiting sides this season. The home crowd generates a specific kind of energy when the occasion demands it. The squad has enough individual quality in key areas to cause problems for almost any defensive structure in the division, and the tactical setup has shown enough flexibility and intelligence to compete with the very best sides in England on their day. But Manchester City are Manchester City. Whatever difficulties they have navigated in recent months, whatever questions have been asked about their form or their consistency, there remains at the core of that squad a tactical sophistication, a depth of experience in big matches, and a collective understanding of how to win football games at the highest level that does not simply disappear because of a few difficult results. City know how to hurt teams, they know how to control matches, and they know how to win in environments where the home crowd and the home team are doing everything in their power to make life uncomfortable. This match goes to the away side. Chelsea find the net once, and there will be a moment where the home crowd genuinely believes that a result is possible. But City respond with 2 goals of their own, and the clinical efficiency with which they convert their opportunities reflects the difference in experience and tactical maturity between 2 sides that are both excellent but are currently operating at slightly different levels. Our prediction for Chelsea vs Manchester City is a correct score of 1-2. Match 2, Birmingham vs Wrexham. We step into the English Championship now, and into one of the most fascinating subplot stories that English football has produced in recent memory. Birmingham City are a club in the process of rebuilding an identity. The history is enormous, the fan base is passionate, and the expectation at St Andrews has always been that this club belongs at a certain level and should be pushing upward rather than looking over its shoulder. The current rebuild is a work in progress, and the results have reflected the natural growing pains of a squad that is still finding its best combination and its best form. Wrexham's story needs very little elaboration at this point because it has captured the imagination of football supporters not just in England but across the entire world. Their rise through the football pyramid has been documented, celebrated, analysed, and debated at every stage. But what matters on the pitch is whether the squad backing up that extraordinary story has the quality to compete at championship level week after week against sides with far longer histories in the division. What this specific fixture produces is a match where both teams find a way to score and neither finds a way to score twice. Birmingham will have the home advantage, the crowd behind them, and the territorial dominance that comes with playing at St Andrews. Wrexham will have the resilience, the collective spirit, and the tactical organisation that has carried them through every challenge their remarkable journey has placed in front of them. 1 goal each, the points are shared, a result that is fair, honest, and reflective of two sides that are more evenly matched on this specific day than the gap in their respective histories might suggest. Our prediction for Birmingham vs Wrexham is a correct score of 1-1. Match 3, Stuttgart vs Hamburger SV. We move into Germany now, but not to the Bundesliga. We drop into the second division, the Bundesliga 2, which is one of the most underrated and most analytically rich leagues in all of European football for anyone willing to look past the glamour of the top flight. Stuttgart in this context refers to a side that is pushing with genuine intent toward promotion. The resources, the ambition, the quality in key areas of the pitch, and the home support that transforms their stadium into one of the loudest and most intimidating venues in the second division all combine to make them one of the most formidable home sides in this league. Hamburger SV carry with them the weight of a club that was once a genuine European force and has spent years trying to find the pathway back to where their history says they belong. That weight can be a motivator, but it can also be a burden, particularly when traveling to face a side that is full of confidence, playing with intensity, and backed by a crowd that makes the atmosphere physically demanding for visiting teams. Stuttgart control this fixture from start to finish. Their pressing is relentless, their attacking combinations are sharp, and when they create the opportunities that their system is designed to produce, they finish them with the kind of clinical precision that reflects a team that is firing on all cylinders. Hamburger SV struggle to impose themselves in any meaningful way and are unable to find the goal that would give them a foothold in the match. 2 goals for the home side, a clean sheet at the back, 3 points that keep Stuttgart firmly in the promotion conversation. Our prediction for Stuttgart vs Hamburger SV is a correct score of 2-0. Match 4, Athletic Bilbao vs Villarreal. We arrive in Spain now, and this La Liga fixture is one that deserves far more attention than it typically receives from the mainstream football media. Athletic Bilbao are one of the most unique clubs in world football, and that uniqueness goes far beyond their famous policy of fielding only players from the Basque Country. It is a club built on identity, on pride, on a connection between the team and the community that is almost unparalleled anywhere in European football. When they play at St Mamés, they do so in front of a crowd that treats every single home fixture as a statement of cultural identity as much as a football match. That creates an atmosphere that is genuinely intimidating and genuinely energizing for the home side simultaneously. Villarreal are a club that punches consistently above their weight in Spanish football. Their analytical approach, their ability to identify and develop talent, and their tactical intelligence under pressure have made them a side that regularly competes in European competition while operating with a fraction of the resources available to the traditional giants of La Liga. They are not a team that travels to San Mamés to defend and hope. They have a genuine attacking identity and the quality to express it, but on this occasion, it is the away side that finds the winning formula. Villarreal's tactical setup on the road proves to be the more effective one across the full 90 minutes. Bilbao find their goal, the crowd roars, and there is a period of genuine contest. But Villarreal find too, and the clinical nature of their finishing in the moments that matter most proves to be the decisive difference between the two sides. 1 for the home side, 2 for the visitors. An away win that reflects Villarreal's quality and their ability to perform in hostile environments. Our prediction for Athletic Bilbao vs Villarreal is a correct score of 1-2. Match 5, Bologna vs Lux. We close today's card in Italy, at the Stadio Renato dall'Ara, where Bologna host a Lux side that arrives with very different ambitions and very different pressures shaping their approach to this fixture. Bologna have been one of the most compelling stories in Italian football over the last couple of seasons. Their progressive style of play, their ability to attract and develop talent, and their willingness to compete in European competition while simultaneously pushing for top-half finishes in Serie A have all combined to create a club that feels like it is genuinely on an upward trajectory. At home, they are a side that plays with confidence, with intensity, and with the kind of collective belief that comes from knowing your system works and trusting the people around you. Lux are fighting a very different battle. Their primary concern in this fixture and in this season is survival. The bottom of Serie A is a brutal place, and every point matters enormously when your entire season is defined by the question of whether you remain in the top flight or return to the second division. That pressure can galvanize a team, but it can also make them hesitant, reactive, and vulnerable against sides who are playing with freedom rather than fear. Bologna have the quality, the home advantage, the motivation, and the tactical framework to make this a very comfortable afternoon. Lux will work hard defensively, but Bologna's attacking movement and the variety in their build-up play will eventually create the spaces needed to score the goals that win this fixture convincingly. The clean sheet reflects just how thoroughly Bologna managed the defensive side of their performance across the full 90 minutes. 2 goals for Bologna, nothing for Lux, a home win that keeps Bologna moving in the right direction. Our prediction for Bologna vs Lux is a correct score of 2-0. Summary of all predictions. Let us bring everything together one final time with complete clarity. Chelsea vs Manchester City, 1-2. The away side's quality and experience proved decisive. Birmingham vs Wrexham, 1-1. Two sides find their level in a competitive championship encounter. Stuttgart vs Hamburger SV, 2-0. The home side dominates and keeps a clean sheet. Athletic Bilbao vs Villarreal, 1-2. Villarreal's away performance earns all 3 points. Bologna vs Lux, 2-0. A comfortable home win for a Bologna side full of confidence. 5 predictions. 4 leagues. Every single one of them constructed on a foundation of genuine analysis, tactical awareness, form data, and a deep respect for what each of these clubs represents within their respective competitions. Before we close out today, there is something that needs to be said, and it needs to be said clearly and sincerely. This channel is nothing without the people watching it. That is not a line. That is not a scripted moment designed to generate engagement. It is the simple truth of what this platform is and what it has grown into because of every single person who has ever pressed play, left a comment, shared a video, or simply come back the next day to see what the analysis had for them. The work that goes into every edition of this channel is significant. The hours spent studying form tables, reviewing tactical setups, examining head-to-head records, and building predictions that are grounded in something real rather than something convenient are hours spent entirely in service of this community. Because you deserve better than guesswork dressed up as analysis. You deserve the real thing. To every subscriber who has been here from the early days, your loyalty is felt every single time a video goes live. To everyone who shares this content with friends, with family, with people in their circles who are looking for a channel that takes this seriously, your support is what makes growth possible. And to every single new face watching this for the very first time today, welcome. You have found the right place. 10 predictions every day. Minimum 2 odds. Maximum effort. No exceptions. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Come back tomorrow. We will see you in the next one.